The matter on ground is a very serious one and must be treated as such.
Your Majesty, you know our tradition. We expect you to abide by it at all times. Must we always remind you of our tradition before you do certain things?
Your Majesty, you have no option at all in this case. You have to abide by the dictates of our tradition. You have to marry another wife within the time frame allowed a king in our kingdom by our tradition in cases like this.
Elders of Oboduku, I see that you all came prepared. Eh? Please rest easy. I assure you, I have this situation under control. I have not at any point declared that I will not take a second wife. I understand the tenets of our tradition. All I'm asking is that you give me more time. Bikono, a little time to put a few things together. And I promise to do the needful within the stipulated time.
We have no time to give you, Your Majesty. Do what tradition requires of you.
The thing is, Onyeze, no king rules without a queen by his side.
I know.
Good. Even in our kingdom, in the history of this land, we have never heard of it. No king has ever ruled our people without a wife by the side, more than 6 months. So, what we're saying is that, of course, you cannot be the kind of king that will change the good tradition of this land to a bad one. Of course, it shouldn't be you.
Yes.
If you're not doing money.
You will not do what those elders have asked you to do. You will not take another wife.
But I need another wife.
No, you don't need it.
The bylaws of our customs and traditions states that no king can sit on a throne beyond 6 months without a wife. I need a wife. Or do you want me to lose my throne?
No, you will not lose the throne. I will make sure of it. Besides, you have a wife, and you do not need another wife.
I don't understand.
I am your wife. And you don't need any other woman.
But you're dead. And the dead and the living have nothing in common.
Will you shut up your mouth? Don't you ever spit out this useless thing to me again.
It's funny how Obi wouldn't look my way after everything I've done for him.
I don't believe that I will come back from my trip from Abuja and still be hearing about this Obi of a person. Why can't you just move on with your life? Forget about that guy.
Did you say move on with my life?
Oh, yes.
How can you even say that? Do you know what I've done for that guy?
Did he beg you to do what you did for him? You went to police headquarters for something else, right? And you made them there. You decided to help by burying him and even pay for the keke that got him into problem. Why is that a big deal?
So what is that supposed to mean?
You are bigger than that. It's not a big deal.
I know it's not a big deal, but I said I love that man. And I will do anything within my powers to have him.
Then why did you lose him in the first place? And why are you not with him?
The truth is we were never intimate. You think I am joking? Listen, I was never intimate with Obi. And I never knew him to be such a great guy. It was after he left that I realized I was madly in love with him. But it was already too late because Johnson already introduced me to drugs.
That reminds me. What about Johnson? Where is he?
I don't know. But he wouldn't stop calling me on a daily basis.
Oh. But that guy is still
I want my guy and I will do everything to have him back.
Okay. If you say so, do your wish. So how are you doing? I've missed you.
No matter how fast the sprinter runs, he or she can never outrun what the Creator have destined for he or she.
What are you driving at?
We've been apart for so many years now. Don't you think fate brought us back together?
Why are you deceiving yourself?
Isn't it obvious that Chukwuka Kabiama brought us back together? I mean, look at it this way. Your wife is dead, leaving just you and I alone in this world to enjoy ourselves. And again, your elders want you to get a wife ASAP. So don't you think it's a great opportunity for both of us to come back together again?
Mandy. I always loved your sense of humor. I see how you put all the puzzles, solved. You play chess, eh? I can tell. You'll be great at it. But life, sometimes, is not a game of chess. This between you and I is reality. 7 years, Mandy, you and I have been apart. And for 7 years, you have not found a man to make your own. No man has seen you good enough to be his wife. Why do you think in your small head that I'm going to go that route with you?
My king.
Mandy, look around you. This is a palace, not a dumping ground for women that have been used by different men over the years. You are not fit to be my wife. I'm never going to marry you. Ha! See who is here. The bright morning star of Obodugu. I now want it. Come. Omalichamwa. You have come to see your king.
Yes, Your Majesty.
How have you been?
I am doing amazing.
I can see that.
I never knew you had someone here. So I think I'll just go and come back.
Oh, no. Mandy was just on her way out. It's okay. You can make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you doing? Oh yeah. How have you been?
Okandu, you're the king's personal assistant. That means you're the right person I should be asking this question.
My ears are very wide open to hear the questions you want to ask. So, shoot.
Who is that lady in there with the king?
Her name is Miri. She is from this kingdom.
What's her relationship with the king?
I don't understand.
Is she having an affair with the king?
Do you realize you are asking me things that has to do with the king's private life? Do you?
Okando, you have to answer this question, for it's very important to me.
Listen to me, young lady. Okando is an ordinary personal assistant to the king, though highly respected by all the palace staff. But let it be registered in your thick skull that my job description does not include knowing things about the king's personal life. I don't blame you. I blame myself for abandoning my duty at the palace and coming into this your stupid car to have this useless conversation with you. How dare you open your mouth to ask me things about the king's personal, the private life? Are you alright? Let this be the last time you will open your mouth to ask me a stupid question like this again. Nonsense. You have the mouth to ask me about the king's private life. Who are you?
Haven't I told you I do not want to see any other woman in my kitchen, all in the name of preparing meal for you? Why do you constantly get me upset?
Why are you doing this? Have I not made it clear to you that we're worlds apart now?
Tell her to abandon whatever useless meal she's making for you and leave this palace as soon as possible.
How about you let me live my life in peace?
Don't dare me, else you will be marveled at what I will do to her in your presence.
Who is that lady? Why do I have this feeling that there is something very strong between them? Could she be his mistress? Did Okando tell me the truth when he said he does not know things about the king's private life? Mandy, you must do anything possible to get into the king's heart and make him your husband. No one must get into your way.
Stella, I thought I told you not to ever come to my house again.
You have no such right to tell me where and when not to see you.
This is my house, Stella. And I have the right to tell whoever I do not want to see, so stay clear.
Can you stop shouting? Because it's quite embarrassing. Now you listen to me. You are going to decide what you want going forward.
I don't understand.
You either date me or pay me back every dime that I've spent on you, especially on your keke.
Stella, why are you doing this to me?
Oh, so you can actually talk in a calm manner. What exactly am I doing? Make your choice and make it very fast. Else I will be forced to lock you in a place where no one would find you.
I can see you really want to see what I will do to her, right? Tell her to leave immediately. Tell her to leave, else I will kill her and you will be held responsible for her death. Tell her to leave!
I want you to leave.
Is everything okay, Your Majesty?
No questions, just follow my instructions. Leave. Now.
Why am I faced with this kind of ugly situation? Why is life so unfair to me? How am I supposed to handle two delicate situations? I can't afford to lose my beautiful wife for any reason. On the other hand, I don't have money to pay Stella, so she can allow me have peace of mind. Stella is a very dangerous person I know. She meant every word she said to me. Why is fate playing this type of game with my life?
What could have prompted the king to do what he did today? His actions does not look ordinary to me. I think something is seriously wrong somewhere. Could it be that he is no longer interested in me? What is really going on? No. I don't think I can survive if the king decides to abandon me in my present condition. What do I do next?
Your Majesty, there is serious fire on the mountain and we have to act fast. We must act fast to quench that fire before it consumes you.
Oh no, what is this fire that you fear would consume a king of my caliber? What is going on?
I got a reliable information that the Zondo is plotting to move that you be dethroned. That is, if you fail to comply with tradition, which means by you taking another wife within the stipulated time. Okay, for...
Is that why you're panicking?
Your Majesty...
Oh no, relax. My question though is, what is the problem with Ichio Zondo? Does he think that he can win this battle?
The thing is, honestly, I will advise that this is not the right time for you to go into fight with anybody. Instead, think of doing the needful, do the right thing. After all, truly, you need an heir. You need an heir.
I know. That I need an heir to this throne, as customs and traditions demand. I know.
Yes, sure.
And that is why, if you have noticed, I have been threading carefully so that I do not make a mistake that would be costly. But I also think that Ichio Zondo is doing too much.
I understand.
Oh no, rest easy. I want to assure you that your wise counsel will not be in vain.
May you live long, Your Majesty. Go be this done man.
I am very sorry to announce to you that you cannot see the king.
And why can't I do? Why?
You cannot see the king because the king is in a very important meeting with a VIP.
Oh, who is this important personality that the king is having?
Mandy, why are you trying so hard to get on my nerves with your too many questions? Why?
Well, I'm sorry. Oh, I need. So tell me what I need.
Mandy, there is no doubt you are a lady of great class. You have a very wonderful class in the society. But I want you, Mandy, to understand that you are not in the league of men who are capable of questioning me, Okando.
Okando, why are you being so stubborn? Why are you so stubborn? Why?
Mandy, you can call it whatever you like. Call it whatsoever you like. Okando, do not care. I don't care how you feel or what you call what is going on right now. But I want you to understand something very important. And that thing is that you, Mandy, will not see the king of this kingdom today.
Okando is the king of all.
Mandy, let me tell you this. I, Okando Wanozie, will be the last person that will open his mouth to answer any other question from you. I will not try it. In fact, let me tell you this. The very moment I will open this, my mouth will be the time I will spit at you for being too stupid, senseless, useless, and shameless.
Nine. You have refused to say or do anything since your daughter reported to you about Obi's health condition.
So, what exactly do you want me to do? You want me to go and kill the young man simply because he's impotent? Huh?
What kind of question is that?
Marriage is for better, for worse.
Meaning that your daughter should continue living with someone that can never satisfy her feelings as a married woman, let alone getting her pregnant. Oh no. Ichikwanyagi. Eh? Are you with your right mind? Don't you want to carry your grandchildren?
Maybe you have started suffering from presbycusis. Let me put it more succinctly to you, maybe for the last time. Mary has married, and nothing on earth will make me to support her stupid idea of divorcing her husband. That marriage must stand.
She does visit very often. Initially, she was visiting once in a while, but as time went on, she started visiting very regularly. Sometimes she visits up to 4 or 5 times a year.
Do you think she has any relationship?
I am not in a better position to answer this question.
My king, what really happened that day?
I am sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Please tell me. You got me worried.
I know. But I don't want to talk about it. No.
But I deserve to know. I was seriously worried.
And I promise you that it will not happen again. Okay, please. Let's not talk about it.
I am pregnant.
What did you say?
I am pregnant for you, my king.
Come here. Are you sure what you have just said?
May the gods forbid that I lie with something as serious as this. I wanted to break the news to you the other day, but you asked me to leave.
Miriam, you have made me happy.
I want you to know that this is the best news I've gotten since I became king of this land. Thank you.
Hey, come here. And who are you to call me in that manner? My findings so far proves that you're a regular visitor in the palace. What do you normally go there to do? What business do you have with what I go to the palace to do? I want to stay away from the king. Why, if I may ask? It seems you're a little bit stubborn. I like that, but I don't want to see you anywhere around the king again. Wow. You must be a wonderful comedian. In fact, you just cracked the best joke of the year. Man, they don't crack jokes. I don't crack jokes. If you stand on my way, I will crush you. Yes. Don't say I did not warn you.
Despite my last warning, you still allowed her into this palace. Why?
Juliana, why have you refused to accept the reality looking at you?
Don't talk to me about reality.
I'm sorry, I cannot do what you've asked me to do.
Because you do not have respect for me and the love we shared.
She's pregnant for me. I cannot abandon her now.
And you do not care about the consequences of your action? My love, do not do what you and I will regret. Tell her to abort that thing that she's carrying in her womb. Else, be ready to face the music.
Myself at this age.
So what are you trying to insinuate?
That I cannot continue with him. I cannot continue living with a man that cannot provide my needs as a woman. Father, I am human. I have blood and water flowing through my veins.
But you were staying with him all these years. Were you not?
Oh no, why are you so insensitive? Why? What is wrong with you?
Father, I have made up my mind. And there is no going back. Please, I beg you. Do not push me into hell again.
Mary, I want you to know that there is nothing you can say that will make me change my mind. After all, you are his legally married wife. Eh? And as such, there's nothing anybody can say or do to make me change my mind. My mind is made up.
King, I invited you here because something troubles me. My late wife appears to me in the physical, not in my dreams. It is quite disturbing. So I ask you, what can we do? What is the message?
Your Majesty, the ghost says your wife still loves you so much. Yes, according to them, they said she is even ready to fight with anyone who might be willing to take you away from her.
This is strange.
It might be strange, Your Majesty, but that is the bitter truth. Your Majesty, they said, a serious sacrifice has to be carried out. Else, she is going to haunt and destroy your destiny forever.
My daughter, stop crying. Pull yourself together. You know? I promise to see to the end of this matter. It's a promise.
Mama, you don't really understand the situation of things right now.
What exactly do you want me to understand? It's okay, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm pregnant.
What did you say?
Mama, I'm pregnant for the king. I'm pregnant for him and he's aware of it. Mama, please, I don't want to abort this child.
No. You cannot abort it. You will not abort the child. See, we will not allow your father to hear this. You know, else he will force you to abort it. Just be quiet. It's okay.
you. Thank you.
Who can do? I want you to tell me everything about the day before the funeral and the relationship she shares with the king.
Miri, like, how did you get to know that her name is Miri? Who gave you that information? Who told you her name?
Who can do? How I got to know her name from the business?
Really? Interesting. Listen to me. I want you to know that Okando is not the kind of man you will bribe with money. I am not a hungry man that is looking for who to give him money to do things that he does not want to do. No, that is not Okando.
Okando, I'm not trying to buy with money.
If actually you are not trying to buy me with money, what is this money in my hand for? Because you just gave me this money some minutes ago, and you are still telling me that you don't want to bribe me with money. Listen to me. I have told you severally not to come to this palace to ask me stupid questions. Stop it. Stop coming to this place to ask me stupid questions. What is wrong with you?
Look, and why are you being so difficult? Why are you so stubborn?
Listen, young lady, you can choose to call it whatever you like. I don't care. Okando does not care how you feel or what you say. But I want you to know this. Stop coming to this place to look for the king. He does not want to see you. Stop coming here to ask me stupid questions to avoid embarrassment. Please, I beg you. Okando is a very busy man. As the king's personal assistant, I have lots of things to do for the king in this palace. If you don't mind, I will go into the palace to continue with my duties as the personal assistant to the king. Meanwhile, take this stupid money of yours. I don't need them. Stop coming here to look for the king. Are you mad? I am not a hungry king. Please, stop coming here. Stop.
It is very clear that Ono who loves the king so much and can do anything to protect his interests. But he cannot do much in this situation because our tradition is very clear on this. It's either he gets married in 6 months' time or lose his position as the king.
Ichiamadi, we don't have to panic over this because things are already working out in our favor.
Yes.
This is already a weapon in our hand with which we can send him out. I know our king. Yes. He will want to do things his own way. And that is the ample opportunity we need to do what? Kick him out.
You are very correct, Ichie Uzondo. You are very correct. You are indeed the master planner.
Leave the issue of master planning. All we need to do is to get the youth leader and his executive on our side. So that once the time comes, the revolt, the next thing is we kick him out.
Ichie Uzondo the genius. I have never regretted being in your camp at any time.
You can say that again.
The king will be young.
Before.
Sure.
He has to.
Are you concerned about my identity or about the information I'm about to give to you?
What is this information about?
The king is about to take your wife away from you.
And how did you get this information?
Don't deny the fact you don't know about your wife's constant visit to the palace.
Who are you? Why are you giving me this information?
Forget about who I am and concentrate on how not to lose your wife to the king. And you have to act fast before it becomes too late. Real fast.
Honey, I am gradually losing you. And it's killing me slowly. I am becoming a laughing stock in this kingdom. Please, my love. I beg you, whatever you hold so close to you, something that's so dear to you, please, do not change your mind. Do not leave me. Please.
Why is it so difficult for we humans to tell ourselves the truth?
Some truths are better not told. For telling the truth sometimes could cost someone his or her life. Please, I'm begging you, please, change your mind and save me from death, please.
Death?
I can't live to see you follow another man. Tomorrow is your birthday. I want you to prepare. I want to take you to somewhere special so I can celebrate your birthday for you.
I bring you greetings from His Royal Majesty, King Ikemba, the great king of this kingdom.
Thank you so much, Ukandu. I must say that I'm very surprised to see you here today.
I understand. It is a very special day for you. And the king sent me to wish you a very beautiful birthday that is filled with so much love. He prays Chukwu Okike Abiama to bless you with long life. He prays also that you live longer than you wish yourself. At this juncture, I want to officially hand over this key to you as a birthday gift from the king to you. Happy birthday.
It's a lie. You mean this car is for me?
All yours.
It's a lie! Oh my god! This car is for me?
It's your own.
What is going on here?
The king, His Royal Majesty, King Ikemba, the great king of this land, sent this car to her. It is a special birthday gift from the king's heart. Congratulations.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What is going on?
Obi, what are you doing?
What is going on?
Obi!
Why are you behaving like this?
What's wrong with you?
What is the problem?
Obi!
What is wrong with you? Hey! Hey! Stop it now! What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
No one should hold me responsible if I should happen to any one of you. I'm going and come out again. I don't want to send one of you here.
What is that? You brought a car, the king. But for your what kind of a human being is this? Huh?
Obi!
What are we going to call this? What is all this nonsense?
What's going on here? Will you leave my house? Will you leave my house? Idiot. Idiot. Nonsense. Come and carry a car. Idiot. No, come and take the car.
Don't fight your king. He's your king.
My son, what is the problem? Why are you here with a gun?
No, I am not here for you. I am here for this animal. This he-goat who calls himself the king of this land. I am here to kill him. You wolf in sheep's clothing.
Please, my son, kindly drop the gun. Drop the gun, please. Tell me what the problem is.
Oh no. This idiot is having an affair with my beautiful wife. As if that is not enough for him. He wants to forcefully collect what belongs to me. He wants to take away my beautiful wife.
And that is why you have come here with a gun. Obinna, you're too small. You're not man enough.
One more word from you. I swear. One more word from you and I will blow your skull open. One more word from you. Dare me.
No, no, please. Please forgive him. My son, forgive him, please, forgive him. I promise you, I'm going to look into the matter and I assure you must surely get justice. Please.
Hello? Warn him. Tell him to leave my wife. I will not warn you again. If you dare get close to my wife again, I swear, I will kill you and kill myself.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Yeah. Greetings, Okandu. I'd like to know how it went.
Your Majesty, it did not go well. Chukwokika Abiyama saved our lives. That is the reason I am standing before you this minute, Your Majesty.
What happened?
Your Majesty, a man I believed to be her husband broke the windscreen of the car.
He did what?
Your Majesty, he broke the windscreen of the car. I was actually at the verge of attacking him with the other guy that I went to that place with, when he suddenly came out with a gun. Your Majesty, he brought out a gun. He wanted to shoot at us. We had no choice but to run for our dear lives. Your Majesty, that young man is nothing but a beast. He's a beast.
I see. It's okay. You can go.
As it pleases you, Your Majesty.
I see that this dream I had was a direct and clear revelation of what is to come. Obinna. Obinna. I see that you have chosen to bite more than you can chew.
bothered about him? I thought you don't care about him anymore.
Nah, why are you sounding like this?
How am I sounding? Eh? How can she care or bother on the whereabouts of a man she wants to divorce by all means? Eh? I thought by now she would be celebrating.
Papa, I know I don't want him as my husband anymore. But that doesn't mean I'll wish or pray for such evil to befall him. Father, I'm seriously bothered about his whereabouts.
You really need to be. And also pray that he comes back alive. Else.
Else what? Else what, Nai? Are you really thinking that your daughter has a hand in his kidnap? Eh?
You don't need to bother about what I think. You rather need to bother about what others out there think or say.
Mazonu, you're welcome.
Thank you very much,
What has brought you to my house this time? Because it is said that the toad does not scamper in the daytime in vain. It is either something is after the toad or the toad is after something.
You are very correct, Something very important brought me here.
Okay, I'm all ears. Go ahead.
My son-in-law was kidnapped yesterday.
What? How did it happen? Where did it happen?
Well, those who witnessed the incident said it took place along Amoba Third Road.
Hi. Who could have done this?
The king, His Majesty.
What? How do you mean the king?
Exactly what you had me say is what I mean.
Why would the king kidnap your son-in-law?
Very simple to understand. The king is involved in a love triangle with the young man and my daughter.
Oh no, my son, no. How sure are you of what you are saying?
How do you understand the fact that the king sent a car gift to my daughter on her birthday? Okay, don't you think that the fact that my son-in-law broke the glass of that very car and then he chased away the servants that brought that car out of his compound with a gun might have made the king to send after him those very kidnappers?
Hi. Oh no, this is unbelievable. Quite unbelievable.
I'm not worried whether you believe it or not. My mission here is to inform you to please ask the king to release my son-in-law from those kidnappers in one piece. I am done.
Don't you care for more?
My king, I know he overreacted. He shouldn't have broken the windscreen, let alone chased your boys away with a gun. Please, I beg of you, temper justice with mercy.
What justice? I thought you knew me. But clearly, there are so many things you still need to learn about me. I have no hand in his kidnapping. Of what use would it be to me?
You mean you don't have a hand in his kidnap?
I'd rather do something that will be profitable, something that can move me forward, other than get myself embroiled in something that will bring disrepute to my personality. I have no hand in his kidnapping.
If you didn't kidnap him, then who did?
A puzzle for you to solve. That is something you would have to work out yourself if you really want him out of the hands of his kidnappers. But while you're at it, I would like you to give your mind to something more important and fruitful.
Which is?
Our marriage. Yes, baby. Planning our marriage. I have decided to make you my wife. I have finally decided to marry.
Hey. I did not offend anyone.
By that, I will blow up your skull.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, you fool. No.
Hey!
Welcome to my world, young man.
Please. Do not kill me, please. Just spare my life, please. Spare me, please.
Look, I am not going to kill you. I will spare your life. That is, if you agree to play by the rules.
Name them. No matter the number. I swear. I will. Okay.
It's a very simple task. Do you know anyone by the name Stella?
Yes.
Good. I do not want to see you anywhere around her again in your entire life.
Is that all? Is that all you want me to do?
Shut your mouth!
Fool. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Look, hey, listen to me.
Sir?
I don't want to see you anywhere close to Stella.
Yes, sir.
Talking about having anything to do with her.
Understood? Perfectly well. Understood, yes. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now listen. I don't want you to tell anyone about me.
I am not stupid to tell anyone.
Or anything that happened to you here today.
Yes, sir.
If you try to do anything stupid, contrary to what I just told you today.
Yes, sir.
Consider yourself a dead man.
I won't be stupid to say anything.
Because I am going to fish you out wherever you may choose to hide. And make sure that they behead you. Do we agree on this?
100%. Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Take care of this idiot.
Thank you, sir.
You will remain here.
Really love your life, then don't perform that useless sacrifice again that told you to perform. And do not for any reason get married to that woman called Mary.
Why are you so bitter? Why are you full of anger and bitterness? Why are you tormenting me? What do you want from me? I have made it clear to you that you and I have nothing in common.
Mind the choice of your words.
Else what? I am not going to do what you have asked me to do. Never. What are you going to do to me? What? Listen, I am going to marry that girl and there is nothing you can do about it because you are dead, gone and buried. The dead and the living have nothing in common. Stay away from me. Stop. Do it.
It was a very satisfying. I've not had that kind of feeling in 20 years.
Your Majesty, take this. Ensure you wear it around your neck always. It will prevent her from coming in contact with you for the future.
Meaning that it's not a lasting solution.
At least it will prevent her from coming to you for the meantime until a proper sacrifice is carried out.
When do we perform this sacrifice?
As soon as you make available the items for it. A goat, hen, 4 kola nuts, 4 native eggs, 4 uzu, 4 alligator.
Stop.
Obina. Obina, where are you coming from? Hi, sorry, where have you been? I've been searching for you all over the place. What happened to you?
I'm so tired. I have to go inside and take my bath and have some rest.
Why have you been avoiding me? Oh, I see. I see it's because of that woman. Making me from your hands. What you say, huh? I never knew you had stood so low to have an affair with a man.
Are you afraid of qualities that she possesses that she I have told you countless times that you and I are stop. And be sure. Almost see what you're wearing. You look like a street hawk. Do you realize that you're coming to see a king? And be sure people like this. You see king that you do. Again, you and I will never have a future. Stop pushing.
I can see she has succeeded in casting spells. But my king, I'll sit back and watch that spell. Use it to its power. And then, I'll have that which is mine.
Mandy, I would rather spend the rest of my life under Miriam Maswell. Get out of my business. I'm resting. Out.
Father, I don't know how you're going to feel about this. But please, I want you to see reasons with me.
Listen to me, Millie. If whatever thing you are trying to say to me is all about you divorcing your husband, you better keep it to yourself. Because you already know my stand on this.
Why are you always like this? Huh? As a father, why can't you just, listen to your daughter for once? Hey, Nne, please talk. Tell us whatever you want to say. We are listening.
Father, the king has declared his interest in getting married to me. And I've accepted to marry.
What? Me? What have you just said?
Papa, you heard me correctly. I have accepted to marry the king.
Okay.
Father! Father, what is wrong with you? Father, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with him?
Tell her what I do in my compound.
I heard what happened, so I decided to come and check up on you to know how you're doing. Can you at least offer me a seat?
I do not have a seat to offer to you because I can't remember inviting you to my house.
What is your problem?
You are my problem, Stella. You are my problem. Your presence in my compound is the problem. Take a leave now.
Why have you chosen to embarrass me each time I come visiting?
If that is the only way I can save myself from the trouble you want to put me into, then I will not stop embarrassing you. Huh? Hello, Tony. Yes, I'm at home. Yeah. Huh? What? My father-in-law? Which hospital? I'll be there soon.
What is it?
None of your problem. When you don't stay in, you walk out.
I just want to help. Obi, I just want to help.
Don't call my name again.
Can you allow me to help you at least?
I do not need your help! Ah! Greetings, Ono.
Oh, my son.
Ono.
Greetings.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine, Ono.
I heard what happened to you, and but we just have to thank Chukwu Okike Abiamai that you are back alive.
Oh no.
No.
It was a very terrible experience. Very terrible. An experience I don't even wish I was telling me.
It's alright. That's alright, my son. I can imagine what you went through. Honestly.
No, would they dealt with me? Don't know what they dealt with me. They almost killed me. I almost lost my life. Oh no.
But that reminds me, there's this thing I've been having in my mind. Do you think the king has a hand in what happened to you?
Oh no, I may not be able to answer this question. But oh no, I want you to have this in your mind that the king is dealing with me. And he's killing me slowly. He's killing me slowly. Oh no, it would have been better the king kidnapped me than what he's doing to me currently.
My son, your words are so deep, touchy, heavy. I wish you can open up to me.
Oh no, I'm actually rushing to somewhere to see somebody. Eh? I have to be on my way now. No. Mary, it has gotten to the point where no one deemed it necessary to tell me about Papa's sudden illness. If my friend didn't call me on the phone to let me know, I wouldn't have known.
It's not what you think. Everything happened so fast, so we had to rush in to save his life first. Besides, we didn't know how you were going to feel if we had called you to tell you about his condition. Greetings, Your Majesty. He's fine, but he hasn't said anything or opened his eyes since we got here. But his breathing has normalized. Yes, they've given him like 5 injections as he's on drip at the moment. Thank you so much, Your Majesty. We appreciate. Okay.
Ogini, my son, why are you here? We did not invite any external body to this meeting. So, what are you doing here?
I came uninvited. I greet you all, my elders. I am here because of the impunity that is going on in this kingdom.
Did you say impunity?
Oh no, you heard him very well. So let him tell us the impunity he meant so that we can proceed with the meeting.
I want you all to please help me beg the king to leave my beautiful wife alone.
Young man, what do you mean by these very statements you just made?
The king is having an affair with my beautiful wife. And from look of things, my wife is pregnant for him.
Why?
Huh?
Calm down, take it easy.
Where am I? And what am I doing here?
Take it easy. Calm down, please. Calm down. Calm down.
Papa, just calm down, okay? You're in the hospital. The doctor said you need some rest, so please, I beg you. Just relax yourself, oh? Nothing will happen to you.
I don't like it here. I really need to be in my house. Nothing will ever happen to me.
Yes, mine. Nothing will ever happen to you. You will be fine for us, oh?
Papa, just calm down, oh? Mama, now that he's awake, let me quickly call the doctor to come and check up on him while I go to get some clothes and make food for us to eat.
That's a very good idea. Please, don't stay long.
I won't. Papa, please don't panic, okay? You'll be fine. I'll be back.
Don't get in a rush. I'm not going with your phone.
My battery is down, so when I return.
What are you doing here?
What kind of a question is that?
Do you know you're a very shameless woman? Do you know that?
What have I done for you to call me a shameless woman? Why are you calling me a shameless woman? For what?
Do you know if anyone had told me that you opened this your stupid legs for another man to penetrate you, for another man to enter you, I swear, I wouldn't believe that person. You had the balls to open your leg for that irresponsible man that calls himself the king, to the extent of getting pregnant for him.
I can't remember telling you I am pregnant.
Oh, you think I do not know? You think I do not know that you're pregnant for that animal? You think I do not know? Listen, take this stupid thing, this thing you call pregnancy, take it back to that animal.
But why are you shouting?
You ask me what I'm shouting?
Yes, why?
In my own house! You ask me what I'm shouting! You've not seen shouting. Hold on. I am going. You see the other side of shouting. Idiot.
What are you trying to do?
He said I am raising my voice. He said that I'm raising my voice. Hey, he said I'm raising my voice. Idiot. I am raising my voice. Come back and back to your kids. Animal. That I'm raising my voice. You had the gall to open that stupid left for that animal. To get you pregnant. You Mirima. You want to pack your things? Come back and pack your things. You are not ashamed of yourself. Idiot. Come back and pack your things.
Imagine Obi chased me out of his compound with a cutlass today.
Eh?
Mama, Obi was ready to cut me into pieces.
Wait. You mean the Obi that I know?
Yes, Mama.
Chased you out of his compound with a cutlass?
Yes.
Lagini Mezi?
Ijuamunjone.
Eh?
Mama, the level of hate I saw in Obi's eyes today is completely out of this world. If I wasn't fast and smart enough, Mama, Obi would have killed me. He would have cut me into pieces. I just had to jejely, calmly go to the house to bring Papa's things and this food here.
Let me tell you, he can't try nonsense. If he tries anything stupid, I will show him the stuff I am made of. Ongoronko, you see maybe I pick up. Don't mind him.
All this rubbish both of you are vomiting here simply because you're still alive. In fact, he did not do well to have allowed you leave his compound in one piece. Were to be in his shoes, I would have butchered you and faced the concomitant consequences.
After due consideration, I have decided to do what is required of me as king. I have decided to take another wife, and I am going to make it happen within the time frame stipulated by our tradition.
Your Majesty, are you sure you are really the one talking?
What is wrong with you? What kind of question is that? Oh, are you indirectly insulting the king or something?
Oh no, please. Don't say what I did not say. In which way did I insult the king?
You men should keep quiet and allow the king finish with what he's saying. I strongly believe he is not done talking.
Who told you? Are you the king? What else do you want the king to say that he has not said?
My king, which maiden have you chosen to marry?
I have chosen to marry the one that has my seed in her. I have chosen Miriama as my next wife and the next queen of this kingdom.
Your Majesty.
Grace, I strongly believe that Johnson is responsible for his kidnap.
Why would you say such a thing? See, I understand you don't like him. I know, you don't like Johnson, you don't want anything concerning, you don't want to see him around. But accusing him for something so dangerous, it's something I don't understand. Baby girl, that is big now.
I know what I am saying. My instinct has never failed me. And there is nothing anybody would say or do to make me believe otherwise.
So how do you come to the conclusion that he kidnapped him?
Because his attitude changed towards me. Listen, Obi's attitude changed and got worse after he was released by the kidnappers. The things he said to me the last time I visited him clearly shows that his kidnap has something to do with me. I am very sure Johnson is responsible for that incident.
The question is, why would you do that and what does it stand to gain?
I don't know. I need to find out.
I'm surprised.
Same.
Yeah, good day. Please, where's the man that was in this ward?
Oh, he's no longer here.
He has been transferred to another ward.
No, sir. He has been discharged. The doctor discharged him an hour ago.
Good news. Thanks to Chukwuokike Abiyama that he's alive. All right, thank you so much. I'll be on my way to the house to see them.
All right, no problem, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Why did you lie to the young man about the whereabouts of that man and his family?
Are you the only nurse in this hospital that have not heard the strict warning from the doctor concerning this matter? Or are you not aware that the family of the man said that we should not allow him close to the ward?
My sister, I didn't hear anything. No. Thank goodness that I wasn't the one he met, because I would have shown him to the new ward where he was moved to.
And that would have been worse because Doc would have dealt with you seriously.
Thank you for saving me. Meanwhile, doctor said you should be fast with the dressing of the bed so that the new patient can move in.
I know.
All right. See you later. Okay?
It still baffles me that the king wants to intimidate that young man because of his poor status by declaring his intention to marry a married woman. Does it mean that there are no longer maidens in this kingdom?
You see, the lady in question has already made her choice based on the news available to me. Yes, she has already made her choice, and that choice is our king.
Okaka, show me someone who is brought into affluence and he rejected it. And I will show you someone that died and many years later he came back to life.
Good.
Miri accepted our king because her husband is poor. And our king is anchoring on that. Okaka, this is bad.
Amadi, thank you very much for your foresight. Will the elders cannot be alive and watch this abomination take place?
Are you in any way, Uzondo? Are you in any way insinuating that our king does not know what he's doing?
His action shows that he deliberately wants to hurt the young man. But count me out. I cannot be part of this.
Listen, will the elders must make sure that this marriage becomes null and void?
Sure.
It must not take place.
At all.
If both of you continue with this blasphemy, I will be forced to walk out on you.
You already walked out from the beginning, Okaka. Your presence is no longer in this picture.
Okay, is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what you already know.
Okay. Suit yourself.
Coward.
Amadi, I know exactly what we will do.
Papa? Papa? Mama? Mama? Miri? Papa? Papa? Mama? Mary. Mary. What is going on? Where could they have gone? The nurse told me that they were discharged an hour ago. Could it be that they went to somewhere from the hospital? Or is someone trying to play smart one on me?
Stella, what is the meaning of this madness?
Meaning of what? Madness. What did you do?
I don't get it. What do you mean by
Don't
what?
joke with my brains. What did you do?
Do what exactly?
Do you actually think I am daft? What did you do to Obi?
Obi, I don't know.
Now you listen to me. I don't care what you've done, but you must have to understand.
Hey, listen to me. I know that I love you. Manawuga Kariko, I am sorry. Look, you can rant the way you like, I don't care. But don't forget you are standing before Johnson, a very dangerous drug lord. Managi Sekou. Else you have yourself to be blamed.
I am not afraid of you. I've never been and I will never be. Like I said, make sure you undo whatever it is that you've done. Else you will have me to battle with. I will not warn you again.
What is really going on? My wife has not returned home for 2 days now, and she has refused to take my calls. I think I caused it. I shouldn't have chased her away with the cutlass. Obi, what have you done to yourself? Why couldn't you control your anger that very day? If I knew things would turn out this way, I wouldn't have done what I did. What do I do to make her come back? I'm so shocked to see in my compound. To what do I owe this surprise visit?
Obi.
Sir?
I warned you never to tell anyone what happened between us, right?
Yes, sir. You warned me, and I gave you my word. My word is my bond.
So why did you go against the promise you made that very day?
I swear, I didn't go against it. I didn't tell anyone anything that happened.
Shut up your mouth!
Yes, sir.
You didn't tell anyone about it. So how did Stella get to know about it? Huh?
Stella? Who told her? I mean, how did she get to know about it?
Listen to me. If you ask me that useless question again, I will not be responsible for whatever that's going to happen to me right here.
Yes, sir. But I honestly, I didn't tell her. Neither did I discuss it with anybody. I didn't, I swear. I am ready to swear. With anything you want me to swear. Even with a deity, I will swear. I swear. I didn't discuss it. I swear.
Now listen. Let me give you the last warning.
Yes, sir.
If you value this miserable and wretched life of yours.
Yes, sir.
Never you tell anyone what happened between you and I.
Yes, sir.
And stay away from my woman Stella.
Yes, sir.
Failure to do so. Remember what I told you?
Yes, sir.
Maybe.
Yes, sir. My elders, I greet you all.
You are welcome.
Honestly, I didn't believe I'd find myself in the situation that I am in my entire life. My elders, I love my wife so much that I had to give one of my kidneys to her, which is the reason she's alive today. I supported her financially when she was in the university. I supported her financially and otherwise when she was looking for a job. Until the king helped her secure a job in the state university, where she lost 3 years into our marriage. My others, I have done enough, so much, for my wife, whom I still love, from the best part of me. The only thing that hurts me so much where she is that she betrayed my love and my trust.
At this point, we have heard your own part of the story. We would also like to hear our own side of the story. Miriama, talk to us.
My elders, I greet you all.
We greet you.
Sincerely speaking, all he has said is true. And I truly appreciate him for that. I didn't marry my husband because I loved him as much as he loved me. But I chose him over the king because of the sacrifice he made for me in the past. And especially for the kidney he gave to me without blinking. That singular act made me promise myself that I was going to be indebted to him forever. After our marriage, I found out that my husband here is impotent. His manhood is completely dead. But I couldn't leave the marriage because of the sacrifice he made for me in the past. And also because of the oath of secrecy that I later found out was a scam. After our marriage, we traveled abroad courtesy of the king. While we were abroad, he accidentally killed a prominent man with his car. That case almost took his life because he was driving without license and he was also drunk. We lost all we had and came back almost with nothing. I also took care of him until I lost my job at the State University. I have done a lot. I have also sacrificed a lot in the past 5 years in this scam we call marriage. My major anger here is that this man sitting right here, called my husband, deceived me into getting married to him, knowing full well that he is impotent.
Oh no.
No.
My fellow elders, this is a very, very delicate issue. And I urge us to look at this issue with all senses of carefulness.
Thank you. Ichie Uzondo. As known, you have a point. And on that note, you don't force a he-goat upon a she-goat. It won't work. It has to be natural. First and foremost, I would like to know from both of you if you are ready to continue this marriage afterwards, or you wish to go separate ways after this meeting.
Oh no. I am ready to continue because I love my wife so much. The Igwe should leave my beautiful wife alone for me.
Well, my elders, I am sorry to say, I am no longer interested in this marriage. I want a divorce. I want out. I am already pregnant for the king. And as we all know, a man that has never slept with his wife since they got married cannot father the child that I am carrying. So I am done.
Yes, Dad. Daddy, I'm listening. But Daddy, I didn't do any of those. I promise you I did not. Why would you even believe what they told you? Yes, Daddy. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, I'm listening. All right, Dad. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, sir. Bye.
What's up, baby?
What did you tell my father, Grace?
I don't understand. What do you mean by what did I tell your father?
What don't you understand? My father called me, asking me what's been going on between myself, Obi, and Johnson. And the last time I checked, you are the only one that knows the whole story. So what did you tell my father?
You assumed I'm the one that told him what's
Why
going
not?
on. But I never said a thing to him. Why would I even do that? What for? Am I a kid? Ha!
if I'm wondering, if you did not say a thing to him, then who did?
Do you find this? Because I never said a thing to him.
Wait. Someone somewhere is saying something to my dad.
And you believe I'm the one?
Grace.
I'm not happy. Why would you even... Please.
We all know that it is an abomination, that our tradition forbids that a king's child be raised outside the palace, particularly when the child is male. Talk more of another man fathering a prince and heir apparent to the throne. You see, not when the king is still alive. It doesn't happen.
Oh no. How do you know that the child in the womb is a male child?
Okay. Amadi, forgive me. I didn't tell everyone the outcome of our visit in search of the truth. The panel of inquiry sent to ask questions through Ikenga came back with information that the child that Mary is carrying in her womb is the king's blood and a male child. Ichiro Zondo and Okaka can attest to that because they embark on the same journey with me.
You are very correct, Onowu. But the woman in question is still married to another man. So my question is, are we going to support our king to take the wife of another man away from him?
Exactly the same question I've been wanting to ask Ichiro Zondo. I mean, what are we trying to teach our youth? Huh? We all must call a spade a spade. We are elders. We are no longer children. The king is wrong by sleeping with another man's wife, to the extent of getting her pregnant. In my opinion, he should be made to face the full wrath of law. Yes. He should be made to face every punishment our tradition stipulates for offenders like him. That's it.
So remember, he's still the king of this land.
Yes, of course.
The woman in question said that the young man lured her into the marriage deceitfully. So we must be very, very careful the way we handle this matter. That is true.
Okay, thank you so much, Okaka. That is very true. My fellow elders, what are we even talking about? Why are we beating about the bush? You understand?
You're right.
Someone's knowledge is limited to someone's experience.
Yes.
Why are we even trying to overheat the polity? We're all aware that the marriage between Obi and Mary is based on deceit, which our tradition does not support. Our tradition kicks against it, does not recognize it at all. Oh, okay. We are all here when Mary told us that her husband deceived her into the marriage without her knowing that the young man is impotent. So what are we talking about? And the young man could not deny it. You don't need a lantern to search for daylight. You understand? It's a very, very simple matter. So it is true that some of you, maybe you don't like the king, you hate the king, but we should be very, very careful. Let us be very careful so that we don't take a decision that will haunt us, that will backfire in future. All of us.
Anne bunne. Anne mama jonjo. Anne bunne. Nama kakwa. Anne bunne. Anne mama jonjo. What are you doing here?
Greetings, Mama.
Keep your useless greetings to yourself. I said, what are you doing here?
I came to apologize for...
Apologize for what exactly? For deceiving my daughter into marrying you, when you know very well that you are not any man but a vegetable. What have you got to apologize? For wasting the 5 whole years of this girl. Now you are here to apologize. Get out of this house. Get out of that Pema Anya Kebwe. Get out.
Miriam, I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong. Before God and man, this wrong. But please, forgive me. Forgive me and come back home. Please, I need you. I need you around me, please.
Yeah, young man. Are you drunk?
No.
He said, no. I said you should get out of my house, and you are here calling me Mirigi. Look, get out of my house.
Mama, I'm sorry. Please.
I said you should get out.
Help me talk to her to follow me. Mama, I can't live without her.
Yes. Mama, that is it. Come and live without her. Live without her. That is the apology. Get out of my house. Get out. Get out. Get out of my house.
Mama, I won't leave. I leave my wife. She has to go with me. She will come and she's my wife. I married her legally. She's my wife. Let's leave this place. I won't live here without my wife.
You still have mouth to talk.
I won't live without my wife. It's my wife.
Okay, you still have mouth to talk. Good. Okay. I can see that you are a good beggar. You are a good beggar, Pia. No, you are a good beggar. No, come and apologize. Idiot, come. Don't run, come. Useless man. Useless idiot. Nonsense. No. Miri babukwegi. Miri. Love. Love bukwegi. Miri babuogi. Hanuman. Let me tell you. Don't listen to him. Don't ever listen to him. He's evil. That marriage is over and over. When I say over, I mean over. Stamp poya. It is stamped. It is over. Are you hearing me? Nothing like marriage between two of you anymore. It is good that you get into your marriage, give birth to your children as your mother gave birth to you. Oria, that is it now. You want to go there and imprison yourself. Is that what you want? Don't ever get close to him. The marriage is over. Over and over. Get inside the one. Take the knife and smash it inside. Useless man. A apology. Apology bukwegi mili bukwegi. Animal. Idiot. Come back again. No, you come back again. Waiting for you.
Your Majesty, we have carefully looked into the matter on ground. And we've also come to the conclusion that the marriage between Obi and Miri has been a deceit. Still a deceit, which is not acceptable in the eyes of the gods and of men. Even our tradition forbids such. So you can go ahead and marry Mary. Your Majesty, the only thing is that Onu should return the bride price paid on her head. That bride price should be returned to Obi. And that is that. So, you now go ahead. So, that is our conclusion.
Thank you very much, Ono. And to my elders, I want to thank you especially for being so kind and understanding, and also agreeing to do the right thing. I understand that the controversy that this issue has stirred up is capable of splitting this cabinet apart, but we are thankful to the gods for wisdom and direction. We are here now. There is no going back. We can only do what we have to do. So once again, I say thank you, and I appreciate you all.
You're welcome, Your Majesty.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty. You're welcome. Your Majesty, the bitter truth is we are not proud of what you did.
That this era keeps giving birth to beautiful ladies without brains. Or should I say that the beautiful ladies of this era actually sold their brains for beauty? What is wrong with you? And what is wrong with you?
Okand, what are you trying to say?
And what they say is enough for the wise. But it is very clear to me that 1,000 boys have refused to sink into the head of this beautiful maiden standing before me.
Okand, don't take man-disciplined attitude talking to a mere girl like you for granted. I am capable of sending you back to the trenches where you belong. Don't insult me.
Interesting. Very interesting. Listen to me, man. The Okando that you just referred to as a mere guy has the power to ban you from entering this palace for any reason whatsoever. So be very careful with the things that come out of this bowl that we call mouth. Choose your words very carefully. Listen to me, young lady. The king is resting and has ordered me not to allow any form of nuisance within his palace. I will advise you to leave this place immediately.
Okando, are you indirectly saying I'm causing you at this palace?
Count your teeth with your tongue. That is, if you actually have a tongue before. Leave this palace before I order my boys to throw you out like a stupid fellow that you are.
Hello? Yes, Obi speaking. Who is this, please? I shouldn't bother about the identity of this person speaking. Why do you want to see me? All right. Where is the venue, please? Okay. Who could this be? I hope this is not a plan for me to be kidnapped again.
Eye of the gods. When a hunter is fully dressed in his regalia, no one sees him to ask where he is headed.
Oh no, you are very correct. There is no need to consult with the gods to know that what brought you here is very important.
You are indeed a man of wisdom, Ikenga. Okay, I am here to inform you that our great king the supreme ruler of this great kingdom, the white lion himself, is so much ready to perform the spirit binding sacrifice.
That's good news. In other words, he is ready to remarry?
You are correct.
The items have been listed. As soon as he makes them available, we'll fix a day for the next Eke market day, which is the day of Ochama, the binding god, and the ritual exercise will commence.
Thank you so much, Eye of the Gods. I will so relay this beautiful news to the king. Thank you so much.
What do you mean by I have lost my wife?
You act as if you don't know the happenings.
Did you come out of my house to make this kind of joke or what?
Well, the king of this kingdom has perfected his plans of getting married to your wife, Miri.
How did you get this information?
I got this information, doesn't matter. What matters now is how to get you out of this predicament. See, you have to act fast, or you lose your wife to the king forever. Yes, you have to act real fast.
Oh no.
Yes, my son.
Sorry, I'm still a son of the soil, so that you will not go and report me to the Igwe that I did not give
Thank you very much.
It's
okay.
thank you very much. Thank you.
King's College. Okay. Thank you very much. Hello, thank you so
I must say I'm surprised to see the tooth running in the daytime. To what do I owe this unscheduled visit of yours?
Maazị asị na ka anụ siri gbapụ ọsọ ka esi achụ ya. Yes, the way an animal takes off is the same way you run after it. Well, to clear your curiosity by answering your question, my visit to your house is not by accident. This visit had been scheduled by the gods ever before you and I came to this world. Yes, the gods are already aware that I will be here today. So it is not by accident.
That one is a truism, but I must say that you are still circumambulating. You have not answered my question.
Okay. Let me go straight to the point. The king of this kingdom has indicated interest in making your daughter his wife. And I am here as the Onowu of this kingdom, the Prime Minister, to formally inform you that our king is interested in making your daughter his wife. This, of course, is for you.
Onowu, you of all people know that I have only one child for now. And that one child is Mary, who got married to a young man called Obi. How then can the king send you to come and declare his intention to make someone who is already married his wife?
Maazị Ọnụ, asị na ọ na-abụ ebugharị egwu ebugharị ọnọdụ. Afọ ihe ka ubi Eloba.
I'm listening.
Good. Well, I expect you should sound this way. I'm not surprised. Every reasonable father should equally sound the same way in a situation like this. The truth is that your daughter is carrying the seed of the king of this kingdom. You see, tradition forbids that the king's child be raised outside the palace. We are talking about the heir apparent to the throne of this great kingdom. My son, it might interest you to hear this, that the gods have revealed that your daughter is carrying the future king of this great kingdom.
Greetings to you, no?
Greetings
Good.
to you, my son.
I am actually on my way to your house.
To my house?
Yes, oh no.
Hope all is well.
Oh no. How can all be well when the only thing that means the whole world to me is about to be taken from me? Oh no. How can all be well?
Is it not better you go straight to the point? Hit the nail on the head.
Straight. I'll go straight to the point. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no, it's about the king and my beautiful wife, Miri. I have a very reliable information that the king is planning to begin the marriage process. Oh no. I beg you in the name of the gods, please go and meet the king. Tell him to leave Miri for me. Miri is all I have in this world. Please. Oh no. There are so many maidens in this kingdom. The king can come for a meeting. He's a handsome man and wealthy. He can pick one from the... So many of them, if he wants to get 10, he can get 10 of them. But please, let him leave Miri for me. Please.
First and foremost, whoever gave you the information is right. There are fights you can never win. Yes. And this very fight you are about involving yourself is one of them. You can never win it.
How do you mean?
I am just coming from your supposed in-law's place. I went to see him to finalize arrangements. Because in 2 days' time, we will be there to commence the traditional marriage rites as tradition demands. So, I will advise you back down from that fight. Forget the fight. It is already late. So late, you've lost the battle.
Don't fight your king. Don't fight your king. Stop calling for war. Stop calling for war. He's your king. He's your king.
What is going on? What is your problem? What is it? Listen, there are people we know in this kingdom to be very reckless drunks. You are not one of them. Why are you acting like them? Eh?
Do not insult me, else you will see the beast in me.
Okando Machinemere does not have the time to insult anybody. Ukando only looks people in the face and tells them how he feels. Listen to me. It is only a drunk that will have the mind to stand on the way of the king. What is wrong with you? Please, I beg you, leave the way, for he has a very important...
Go and tell your king that he has to run over me before he can make use of this throat today.
How dare you open your gutter mouth to vomit such rubbish? Are you alright? What is wrong with you? Your Majesty.
Obinna, why are you in my way?
Your Majesty, why did you decide to take that which matters to me? Why, Your Majesty, why?
I am king. I take what I want, especially if it is going to give me joy and satisfy my soul. Obinna, I don't like that you're standing in my way. Seeing you in this position, my first instincts naturally would be to run you over. But you see, your life is of no meaning to me, and I would not want to take it. I am running late for a meeting. Do not be an impediment.
You have to run me over, Your Majesty, before you can make use of this road today. I swear. I will not leave this road today, Your Majesty. Today! How can you collect what matters to me and you ask me to leave the road for you? Your Majesty, I will never run me over if you have to make use of this road today. You will never use this road. It belongs to me today, Your Majesty. You have to run over me to make use of this road, Your Majesty. I will never leave. Not possible. You can't take the breath that I breathe. Mbano. Ah! Hey! The whole world will hear my voice today. That His Majesty forcefully collected what belongs to me. Mban. Ah!
You know what? The way you behave at times gets me pissed off.
What nonsense are you talking about?
Call it whatever you like, but you are not doing the right thing. If you name Aderama,
has it got anything to do with our daughter and the king? If yes, please forget about it.
There's nothing to forget about. From all indications, Obi has hypnotized you.
Listen to me. No one has hypnotized me. Rather, I am just standing on the path of justice and truth.
What nonsense justice and truth are you talking about? And now, let me ask you, why didn't you say a word when Ono was talking to you about the marriage process?
Is that what your problem is all about?
Yes! That is my problem. Why didn't you talk?
Let me tell you, whatever a man will do is in his heart at any point in time. So I know what I want.
Hello, sir. Onowu. Oh, I am very sorry for having not called you earlier. Yes. The thing is, I've not been well since yesterday. Yes. I've been having cold, catarrh, headache, and severe stomach ache. I'm even stooling too. As I speak with you now, I am inside the toilet. Yes, I've gotten some drugs. Thank you very much for your concern. Oh no, please. I will not be able to join you and the other elders to go to Maziono's house. Yes, I've gotten some drugs before, but once I'm done from here, I need to go and get additional drugs. Yes, I won't be able to join you to Ono's house with other elders. I'm sorry. Thank you, Onowu. Thank you for understanding, please. Nonsense.
Oh, greetings, Onu, a noble and great man of our kingdom. Greetings, Onowu. Greetings, elders of Oboduku kingdom.
I greet you.
Mazonu, your countenance screams unhappiness, and you seem to be in a hurry. I want to ask, is everything all right? Onowu, I don't want to circumambulate. Let me go straight to the matter as the crow flies. Some hoodlums, Christian unknown gunmen, had the temerity, the intestinal fortitude to barge into my house to adopt my daughter. Even as we speak now, they are still at large. What are you talking about?
When did this happen?
Early hours of today. And I want to ask you, who must have done this? That is what must have done this? That's what I'm yet to ascertain. As a matter of urgency, I am rushing to the community police station to make an entry. Please, I'm not abandoning you people. You can see the urgency of the situation on ground. Why, Okwa? Take it easy, Onu.
Hey!
In our land.
Oh no. Why be like one?
I know cuisine. No, but this is very serious.
This is very, very serious.
Kidnapping?
In this our land?
Who must have done this?
Hey!
This is serious. Hi. A na-ekwu ọzọ a na-eme.
Elders of my land, why are you all so quiet and pensive? What is going on? You're all seated mute, like a set of people whose tongues are tied. Or am I now forbidding from getting a feedback from my elders in council? What is going on?
When a child is sent on an errand, and such errand is not pleasing, the child finds it difficult to go back home.
Exactly. Your Majesty, the feedback we bear is not pleasant at all, and it's not rosy.
Even the life we live is not rosy. But we still carry on. As your king, I demand feedback.
What I'm about to say is heartbreaking, but you have to prudently handle it. Our meeting with Mazono,
Yes.
he said his daughter was kidnapped early hours of the day.
What?
Well, that is exactly... That was how we felt when we heard the news.
I'm still wondering who must have masterminded such an evil act.
Your Majesty, do you have anyone in mind?
Whoever is behind this has touched the tail of the white lion. And I am going to get to the ends of the earth, if that is what it takes to fish that person out.
What I'm about to say is heartbreaking, but you have to prudently handle it. Our meeting with Mazono,
Yes.
he said his daughter was kidnapped early hours of the day.
What?
Well, that is exactly... That was how we felt when we heard the news.
I'm still wondering who must have masterminded such an evil act.
Your Majesty, do you have anyone in mind?
Whoever is behind this has touched the tail of the white lion. And I am going to get to the ends of the earth, if that is what it takes to fish that person out.
Obi.
Oh.
That's no year no more ebe obube. When someone wants to protect whatever he or she cherishes, that person can go any length to ensure that everything works according to plan.
Oh no, you're right. But I am yet to understand the context of your statement.
My son, I understand what you're passing through. But you're passing through a very hard time. The hard phase of life is what we're into right now. But don't you think that your recent action is not worth it?
Oh no, you're still speaking in riddles. Can you come out clean so I can understand what you're trying to say?
Okay. Must you kidnap Miri? Must you kidnap her in order to make a point to the king?
I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, what do you mean that you're talking about? My wife?
Okay. Bring her back. Very simple. Bring her back.
Oh no, I don't know what you are talking.
Okay. Let me just finish. Bring her back. Don't let this matter escalate. Have in mind that the moment you want to fight the king, you are preparing to fight the entire kingdom. Please be prudent.
Oh no, where did you get this information from? You are talking about my wife, you know.
Where did it happen? Where? When? Like, how? Who kidnapped my Miri? Oh no, where is my wife?
Hold on. Are you saying you weren't the one?
Why would you walk into my house and order me to undo what I did within 24 hours? And I am confused because I can't even remember doing anything. What exactly did I do that I have to undo within 24 hours?
You know, the more you pretend, the more I get pissed. How could you be so heartless, Stella? How could you?
Obi, the fact that I love you enough to do anything for you should not give you the right to disrespect or insult me. Don't you ever try it. Because when the devil in one is unleashed, the person can do the unexpected.
Have you not unleashed the devil already in you? Have you not? For the fact that you do not love Miri doesn't give you the right to get her kidnapped. Now this is the highest joke of the century. Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready to pay you every dime that you spend on me, but please, I am begging you, release my wife for me.
Wait, I am lost. Your wife? Kidnapped? How? I don't understand.
Oh, there she goes again, pretending. Okay, newsflash. Mary was kidnapped by Stella just to get me. Is that loud enough?
I don't understand what you're talking about. What's all this? What exactly are you talking about? Wait, is this how low you now see me? You think of me so low as to being capable of kidnapping someone?
Oh, a desperate woman can go to any length just to prove a point. But listen, release my wife for me.
I have had enough of your madness in my house. Why would you think that I kidnapped your wife? To what end? And what would I even stand to gain?
Me? Me, of course. But listen, I'm giving you 24 hours. That is what I'm giving to you. 24 hours to release my wife. Else, you won't like me when I come back here. 24 hours.
What's that madness about? Kidnapped?
To what do I owe this surprise visit?
I thought you were prudent and wise. I guess I was wrong.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, please don't give me that pretense game of yours. Why did you act so childish?
You're speaking in riddles, Mandy. Can you go straight to the point?
I asked you to make sure the marriage between the king and the Mary becomes null and void. But what did you do instead? You decided to touch the tail of a lion instead of shooting it. Why did you kidnap Mary?
Why are you accusing me wrongly? Why on earth will I kidnap the woman that I love so much? Why?
Listen and listen real good. This action of yours is about to cost me a fortune. I'm giving you just 24 hours to undo that which you've done. Else, I'll play a tune you can never dance to.
Mandy, you have to believe me. I did not...
Mandy does not repeat herself twice. Don't say I did not warn you. Have a nice day.
You don't want to talk? You don't want to talk, right? Want to die? Your Majesty, my king. Please, have mercy. Have mercy, please, Your Majesty.
Those who deserve mercy, you deserve to die.
I am innocent, I am innocent. My hands are clean. Your Majesty, please. I did not. How can I kidnap my own wife? I did not kidnap her. Please, Your Majesty, I did not. I did not kidnap her.
Binna, do you want to die in my hand?
I swear by God. I swear by the God and by the grace of my late parents. I did not kidnap her. Believe me. Please trust me and please believe me, Your Majesty, I didn't do it, please.
At this point, I feel you've gone insane because I know I've warned you countless times to stay away from me. What do you want?
Stella, I am that tune you will always dance to all the rest of your life.
That does not answer my question. What exactly do you want?
I have it on good authority that you kidnapped Millie.
Where did you get such useless information from?
I am only unaware of something I do not want to know. I want you to release that lady. Else.
Else what? Else what, I am asking you? So you actually feel so comfortable coming to my father's house to rant at will? How dare you?
I'm ranting? Stella, did you just say I'm ranting?
Of course you know you are ranting. Else what will you be doing here?
Now listen to me. I want you to tell your boy Sharp to release that lady immediately. Else I am going to storm their dens and expose you.
How did you get to know about Sharp?
I give you 1 hour. If you do not release that lady, you are going to see the demon in me.
Just shut up.
Seriously? This is it? Huh?
Babe, just shut up and let me think. I need to clear my head.
Clear what? What nonsense do you want to clear? When did you become this hardened? When did you become a kidnapper?
Grace, you are in no position to judge me.
Oh, please. I have every right to judge you. You heard me. I have every right to judge you. What if your dad got to know about this? What will you tell him? I thought you were my friend. You've changed. When did you become this? What is wrong with you? Come on.
Everything I did was out of desperation. I love Obi a lot. Oh, I love him so much that I can do anything to have him. I need him.
Really? Really? Seriously? Okay. Before your obsession would get out of hand, I have a vital information for you.
What is it? Is it about Obi?
Yes. Obi is impotent.
What?
You heard me. Yes. He's impotent. And I have a varied evidence to show you.
No. No.
I mean, baby girl, Obi does not want all these fights.
My God.
Come on, baby. You've changed. Obi is not worth all these fights. Go and release that innocent lady, please. This is not you. Please. Okay? Come here. It's alright, okay? It's alright.
Hi.
Onyeze. Death is truly an ill wind that blows no one any good. My king, this is truly a very unfortunate incident.
Oh no, it is not just unfortunate, it is a bad omen. As a matter of fact, it is an abomination, Your Majesty.
Exactly. Ichie Uzondu, you are very correct.
Oh no. Ichie Uzondu. Your words are deep. I want to know if we're still on the same page.
Your Majesty, we have been on the same page before, but the death of Maziono has torn us apart.
You're still speaking riddles. I demand that you speak in plain language. If there's anything you're hiding, talk to me about it.
Your Majesty, Ichie Uzondu is like the crab that cannot be eaten in hiding. There's nothing I am hiding. There is nothing to my knowledge that is outside the knowledge of Onowu and the other elders. To say the least, Your Majesty, I am surprised that you seem not to understand the implication of Mazionu's death to the discussion we are having at the moment.
Oh no, what exactly is going on?
Onyeze. As no na abadobi ezochie na ọ na-ahazi nha anya. When you cut a rope and tie it back, it can never be of the same size. You see, the sudden death of Maazi Onu has actually affected a lot of things. Has become a clog in the wheel of progress as far as you getting married to Miri is concerned. Maazi Onu, who is supposed to return the bride price paid on her daughter, at the same time receive your own bride price, is no longer alive. So I'm afraid the marriage may not work. I am afraid.
I knew very well from beginning that that marriage will never hold. The reason I did not follow you people to the meeting at Maazi Onu's house.
Ichi Uzondo, what are you saying? Does it mean you know something about his death?
Please, 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 please. Ichi Okaka, I beg of you. Don't misinterpret me. Don't misinterpret what I've just said right now. I know nothing about his death, please.
My greatest surprise is for the fact that at the meeting today, the king acted as if he did not know what Ichi Uzondo was talking about Maazi Onu's death.
It is surprising to me too, but something keeps telling me that our king knows what he's doing.
Why did love and fate decide to be so unfair to me? Why can't I be allowed to be with a man that means the world to me? My king, am I cursed?
Don't ever say that again. Why would anyone look at a beautiful woman like you and call you cursed? No, you're not cursed, my darling. You're just like raw gold that needs to pass through fire to make fine steel.
How do you mean?
Everything that we're going through, it's just normal. Things that we need to go through for our love to shine.
And how long is that going to take for that to happen?
Oh, very soon, my darling, very soon. All of this animosity, jealousy, envy, will die down. People will get used to our love and celebrate our love.
You just have a way of consoling my bleeding heart with your sweet and beautiful words. When you know that what you have said will never happen.
How do you know that the things that I say will not happen? Have you stopped believing in the power of love?
You just said to me some minutes ago that the elders said the death of my father means the end of our marriage plans.
Worry not yourself about the words of my cabinet members, but think constantly about the power of our love. For that in itself is capable of seeing us through. Okay?
You just have a way of changing situations with your words.
I know.
You just have a way of changing situations with words. Thank you for giving me hope to love and believe in the power of love again.
Thank you for coming back to love this imperfect king in the most perfect way.
And I will always love you no matter what. Please, my king, can you forgive Obi and grant him freedom?
How I wish the dead can witness their own burial.
Why did you say that?
Mama, where will I start from?
Is it the 10 cows? 5 different bands? Mama, or is it the serve yourself kind of food? Hey? The king really spent lots of money in this papa's burial.
I wish your father was alive to witness that the Obi he was seriously fighting for could not contribute anything meaningful in this burial.
Mama, if not for the king, will they see this kind of burial in this kingdom?
Nebe.
Hey. But Mama, the only problem right now is how do we return the bride price back to Obina?
Woman, like your father told me, the tradition of this kingdom forbids a woman from returning bride price or collecting dowry. That's it.
But the question is, what do we do? What's the way forward?
Well, I could remember that your father told me that his younger brother relocated to one kingdom like that years ago. Younger brother.
Oh, yes, Mama, I remember. Uncle Ofokansi.
That's it.
Hey.
Ofokansi.
But did he tell you the particular kingdom?
Umuri.
Yes.
Yes, Umuri, ancient kingdom.
But
I don't know if he will still be there. I don't know, but we will check.
Oh, we have to now. Hey, but we don't know the exact place.
Don't worry, when we get to that place, we know how to go.
Hey.
We will ask.
You're not going to spend the rest of your life thanking me now, would you?
My thanksgiving to you will never cease.
Is that so?
Yeah, you don't understand what you have done for my family and I.
What exactly did I do?
You lifted a huge burden off our shoulders.
Come on, stop it. It's nothing.
We truly appreciate your kindness.
Thank you too for staying true, baby.
Can I get a kiss for that?
Why you want a kiss now?
Yes, please. There is a new development.
Is that so? What is it?
My mother mentioned my father's younger brother can stand in as my father.
Hold on. Your father has a brother?
Yes, he does.
You never mentioned him.
I guess I forgot. But he doesn't live in this kingdom. So, he can return the bride price to Obina and his kinsmen, and also accept your bride price you pay on my head.
I see you have it all worked out, huh?
I cannot wait to be your wife.
The power of love.
I am now an ardent believer.
I told you you would.
Come here.
What do you want? And how did you locate my house in the first place?
Ofokansi, calm down. Why not welcome us properly? The king is here before you.
The king, you say?
Yes.
Oh no! The last time I checked, he's the king of Obodoku kingdom, and not the king of this very kingdom that I live. I ask you again, Ono, for the last time. What do you want?
Ofokansi, I don't need a soothsayer to tell me that we are not welcoming you aboard. Well, for whatever reason best known to you. However, I beg of you, kindly find a place you had to forgive us. Whatever wrong we have done against you, kindly forgive us. Grant us audience. Can we go inside and have a word with you?
audience inside my house? Listen to me. You are going to stand right here and tell me whatever you have come to tell me. And you have just 5 minutes to do so.
Really? Okay. Well, a man has right to accept, welcome or reject a visitor.
Oh, thank God you know.
Yeah, we respect that decision of yours. But our king needs your help. That is why we have traveled all the way from Oboduku to your place. Please.
Listen, I do not have that luxury of patience right now. So go straight to the point. Oh no.
Okay. Our king is interested in marrying your late brother's daughter.
Oh, really?
Yes, of course.
King! And how is that my business?
The marriage cannot hold without the bride price paid on her head by her former husband being returned to him. And you are the only one that can do that. Returning of the old bride price and receiving of the new one from our king. Kindly do us this favor. I beg you in the name of whatever you believe, whatever you worship, do help us. Please.
Oh no. It is only a dog that goes back to its vomit. Honor my late brother and his entire family. At the vomit I am not ready to go back to. You have both overstayed your welcome in my compound. I need you to leave before I do something very stupid.
We should leave?
I said leave!
We should leave? Including the king?
Yes. With the king. Leave.
You mean Ofokansi ordered you out of his house?
Not just ordered us out of his house. I have never been humiliated or embarrassed like this in my life. I needed to see how he belittled the king and I. As if we are not existing. As if we are nothing. He abandoned us, left us outside, went inside. Can you imagine?
This is serious. How can Ofokansi be so rude to you and the king?
Well, the thing is, according to him, he said this family is a vomit that he can never go back to it again. And of a truth, Adogo, I want to ask you, what is the thing? Is there anything this family is owing him? What is the problem? I mean, because...
So, Ofokansi is still harboring that malice in his heart. Even though his elder brother is late. Hey.
Kambia, I'm coming. What malice are you talking about?
My husband told me that there was a land dispute between Ofokansi and the chief, so. And then Ofokansi, knowing very well that the land does not belong to him, reported the matter to their kinsmen. Along the line, they were ordered to swear. And my late husband interceded by telling the truth in order to save the life of his younger brother. Okuchakwa, this is the case.
This is very serious.
I never knew he still has that in his mind. Up to date. Up to date. upon his elder brother has died. Why?
This is very serious.
Oh no, what do we do? What do we do?
This is serious. This is serious.
So this man still has this in his mind.
No wonder.
Oh no, what do we do?
The fact that the lion belongs to the cat's family does not make the cat a lion. Ofokasi is a principled and a strong-willed man who hates to repeat himself. So the question is, what are you doing in my compound?
Biko, Ofokasi, take it easy. We are all humans. Biko, look, our people used to say that I know you had an issue with my late husband, your brother. But for how long are you going to keep this malice? How long? It has been years. Your brother is now late. Biko, allow the sleeping dog lie.
There is no sleeping dog in this case. And if there was, it will continue being awake. Yeah. I ask you again, what are you doing in my compound? And stop beating about the bush.
Please, it's okay. I am here because of the issue of Mary's marriage. Our daughter, your daughter, Biko. You can't keep dwelling in the past. Biko, no. You are now the father of our family. You are the papa we know. Yeah? I urge you to move on. Biko, no, move on. Biko, the issue of Mary's marriage is now lying on your shoulders. Biko, I'm begging you. Listen to the plea of a broken woman. There's nothing I can do.
There is no peace for the wicked. My late brother brought this whole drama upon his family. I will advise you to go back home and dance to the tune he has established.
Hey, no, please, don't do this to me.
Listen to me. If the hope and life of your little family is hanging on an edge, and I, Ofokasi, will have to be the one to save it, I will sit back and watch you perish. So get out of my compound. Leave my house! Leave!
Ofokasi!
Just leave!
Ofokasi!
I said leave my house.
Hey! Ofokasi! This is not fair.
Leave my house!
How can you behave like this?
When only my late brother stood against me, where were you? When he stood against me, where were you?
You are no more Ofokasi. This is Nsikofo.
Nonsense.
Hello, my love. I am not totally fine. I'm not at all. Can you believe what happened today? My mom went to see my uncle Ofokasi because of this same marriage issue, and he humiliated her. Yes, his reasons is because of what happened between him and my late father in the past. Because of the land dispute, exactly. I don't know, he said my father was against him and he lost the case. That's why he won't forgive him, even in death. Can you imagine that? My love, this whole thing is getting me worried. It's giving me sleepless nights. Okay, my love, I'll try to be fine. Okay. No, I won't. I can't give up in our love. I won't do that. Alright. I love you too. Alright, bye.
Why are you people disturbing my peace? Have I not made it clear that I am not ready to do what you're asking me to do? My late brother stood against me when I needed him most. He spoke in favor of Ijoku instead of me, his blood brother. Now tell me, how do you expect me to do anything that will favor his family? How?
Ofokansi, truth is bitter. We all know that your late brother Onu did what he should do. He did the right thing. And his singular action saved you from death. That is the truth of the matter. But take for instance, if he did not open up to say the truth, if he had allowed you to swear that the land in question belonged to you, that would have been your end. But that is not why we are here anyway. I beg of you, kindly let us concentrate on the matter on ground. Ofokansi, I beg of you, please, do have a change of heart. For God's sake.
Mazi Ofokansi, I understand how you feel. You see, when situations like this arise, first things first, I'd like to, as much as I can, put myself in people's shoes. That way I get to feel what they feel, so that I don't make an insensitive assessment of what is going on. But having said that, I want you to know that I am here because I respect you. I'm here because I want peace. I am here because I propagate peace. I am here because I love your niece, Biko. I also want to tell you that I am also not here to talk about the events of the past, who was wrong or who was right. I'll ask that you forgive, so that the innocent children of today do not have to deal with the sins of their fathers. Biko, from your narration, Amamne Mejoge, Odozien, Butua. This is your niece. She needs you, and you need her too.
Uncle, please. I beg you. Forgive my father in any way he offended you in the past. Please don't turn your back at me at this very point in time. Uncle, look at me. Please. At least if not for any reason, for the sake of this child I am carrying. I beg you, Uncle, please. Please forgive me. Forgive me, I beg you.
That's all right. Right, my daughter. Listen to me. I have forgiven you and your family. I've heard. For the mere fact that an innocent child is involved in this situation, it simply means I have to do all that I have to do. Stop crying, that's all right. Okay.
Mas, thank you very much. I know that she appreciates and respects you. That's why she notices me.
Obi, when the tide becomes high, one is expected to leave the water for his or her own safety. I wonder why you are still pretending as if you are not seeing this tide.
Oh no. Can you come out clean so I can understand you?
Obi the king made it categorically clear that he wants to make Millie his queen. But you bluntly refused, despite all pleas.
Ichie, so you left your house to my place to say this to me?
Mr. Obi, I would love to come in at this point in time. As you can see, we are here for peace and not to stage war with you. I like to hit the nail on the head. The noble elders of this great kingdom and myself are here to return the bride price you paid on my late brother's daughter's head. As you know, my niece is pregnant for the noble king of this great kingdom, and she has made up her mind to be married to the king. So we are only pleading that you accept the bride price you paid on her head, so she can be at peace with herself, and then you can also have your peace. That's all we're asking for.
Is this a gang up to forcefully take my wife from me?
Obi, my son, I know the king has been respectful to you, has been polite, has been diplomatic to you. Do not take that for cowardice. Yes. Don't take it for cowardice.
I believe you overstayed your welcome. You may take your leave now.
How dare you order elders of this great kingdom out of your house? Ingwela, who are you?
You don't want to leave, right? Hold on. I am coming.
We are waiting.
You see, this is very simple.
What has come over here?
I need it.
What?
Get up! Where are you? No, bring it back! Get out of my house! Get out of my compound! Idiot! Anomano! Eh? He was sent you to possibly collect my wife from me. Honor the woman, la woman, like the woman to my woman, me, as he want to forcibly collect that from me. Get out like Chona in your babu. Anomano! No, come back! Bring the bride price! Idiot! No, she wants a bride price. Get out like that one here there.
I have never been humiliated like this in my entire life. That good-for-nothing boy, he had the mind, the temerity to point a gun at us. And as if that wasn't even enough, he made us run like little children.
Listen, we should be thanking the gods because we are alive. Listen, if not because we ran for dear lives, you and I know that we would have been dead by now. So, let us thank the gods for surviving it.
So, Obi had the guts to pursue you people with guns. Eh?
He has grown. Obi has grown.
We needed to see the fire in his eyes, the anger, when he was pointing the gun at us. Like I said, if not because we ran for our dear lives, we would have been dead. He has gone out of it, normal human being. I don't know what is wrong with him. I don't even know the kind of human being he is. Okaka had to run straight to his house because he said he cannot come here with us.
That boy has to be taught some little lesson. It's high time he knows that there are certain things he cannot do and then get away with them.
I think he has beaten more than he can chew. He needs to be taught a lesson.
I need to go and see him.
What did you say?
Oh no, well, you heard me correctly. I need to go and see him and talk some sense into him. What's all this?
My daughter, you are not going anywhere. Because you have heard what he did to your uncle and Olu. Eh? Do you want to go there and endanger your life? Bah, I don't want anything to happen to you.
My daughter, please don't go there. Don't. You don't clean the eye and the ear with the same object. Don't go there, please. That man is a beast. As we speak, he can kill. He can kill at any point.
That idiot, that stupid fool will not try anything stupid. Because if he does, I will show him who I am. He has not seen anything yet.
What kind of human being?
I've tolerated enough.
Obi. There comes a point in every man's life when he has to accept the sour taste of life. Obi, you and I...
No, stop this minute! I do not have that patience to stomach the bitter taste of your presence.
A lot has happened already. But at this point, we need to think outside the box.
Who are the we? Hey, who are the we? You and I. Did you hear yourself well? Huh? Did I hear you well say we? How can a selfish person like you use that word, we? Did you remember to think outside the box when you were busy opening your legs for him? Hey, get out of my house now. Get out.
Obi, please, I understand your pain. But at this point, you just need to accept the inevitable truth. Please, I beg you, accept the dowry. I don't want us to be in this unfruitful war.
Oh. So you want me to concede defeat, right?
No, I am just asking you to be reasonable here. This is a fight you cannot win. And I don't want you to get hurt.
I think you have overstayed your welcome. Get out.
Obi, please.
Said get out! I do not want to force you. Leave. Get out! Get out! Leave. Said get out! Get out! Leave the house!
This marriage, for better for worse. I am tired of this marriage. Oh, for the munanya. Why? I married you out of sympathy. Oh. Marriage is for better for worse. If I go, there is no going back. Mirima, I am tired of this marriage.
Obinna, I have come here because I have a heart. Ndị be anyị si n'ife na-eme mmadụ jike n'onwe gị ọ bụrụkwanụ gị nwa. When people find themselves in very difficult situations, you ask yourself, how would you have felt if you found yourself in that situation? I'm here to talk to you because I know that the last couple of months have been long and hard for you. But I am here to tailor your heart and proffer what I feel would be a solution. And see how we can put an end to this Cold War. Obinna, you know that if we continue to fight, the grass would suffer. And you and I would not want Miriama to be that grass. It is going to destroy her. And I know that you love her. That is not what you want for her. And so I have come to appeal to you. As your king and as your fellow man, to please let her go. I know it is hard. I know that it is not easy. But she has made her choice. Do you want her to continue to live a loveless life? I'm sure you don't want a ticking time bomb as a wife in your home. Biko, find it in your heart to let the one woman that you and I are in love with follow her heart. This is not about me. It's not about you. It is about Miriama, her interests, and the choice that she has made. I am not the villain here. I just happen to be a product of the choice that she has made. I beg you, as your king and as your fellow man, let her go.
Obi, can't you see that Chukwukike did not want both of us to live together forever? Can't you see the reality of life that is staring you in the face?
What reality are you talking about?
That I am in love with another man. Obi, you and I know that this pregnancy belongs to the king. Obi, I fell out of love with you even before I married you.
How do you mean?
The moment I met the king, I knew he was my husband. I fell in love with him immediately, and my heart stopped beating for you. Obi, I married you out of pity and loyalty. I married you because of the sacrifice you made to save my life. I married you because I wanted to fulfill the promise that I made to you. If you refuse to collect the bride price that was paid on my head, I'll be forced to live in this house with you as your wife. But I will never get rid of this child. I will give birth to this child in this house, and this child will bear the name of the king. Secondly, you will live a loveless life. For I will show you no love, for I have no atom of love for you. I ask you, is this the kind of life you want to live as a man? Why don't you just let me go so that you can heal and find another woman that will love you and accept you the way you are? Please, I beg you. Please, I beg you, do this for me. Please. Please, Obi. I beg you, please.
Just listen to me and do this for me. Please.
Hello. It is very clear to me that Chukwu Okike did not create both of us for each other. This is the most difficult decision I have to take, and a very difficult one. I have loved you all through my life. I have made so much sacrifices. But at this point, I have to accept my fate. I want to let you know that I do not have anything against you. Not at all. I want you to tell your people to return the bride price I paid on your head. I am now ready to accept it. You can go ahead and marry the king. I wish you good luck.
In-law.
Oh no.
Ozo Nabacha. After the rain comes sunshine. My father told me that an anticipated war does not consume a cripple. Today is a great day and we are here finally. We want to first and foremost thank you for the wonderful role you played. Thank you so much. And may the gods of this land, of Iboduku, of your land, bless and protect you. Yes. In accordance with the list you gave us, these are the items we have come. Once more, thank you so much. In-law, thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you very much, Ono. You have said so much. I want to sincerely appreciate you all for being part of this great occasion today. My king, the lion himself. Greetings. Indeed, Chief, I want to appreciate you for coming. Without wasting much of our time, I have seen the items you came with. They are all complete. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It only saddens my heart that my brother, Onu, is not here. But I know that even in death, he is here with us in the spirit. Well, without wasting much of our time, let us do the needful.
Greetings.
My daughter, Asanwa, mirror of beauty. Take. I need you to take a seat and then show us your husband.
Obodo kwenu. 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 Kwezu onu. Ogunu ni ba o so na bacha.
My people, as you can all see, today is indeed another great day. In our history, the gods have blessed me. The gods have blessed this kingdom with a seed from my loins. Hi, my son, the heir to the throne of Obodu. Today I declare that he shall be called Ikemba the second.